Join Mark Lewis and R.O.A. for an exclusive interview with Brann Timothy Dailor, an American musician, born March 19, 1975, best known as drummer and one of 3 vocalists of heavy metal band Mastodon.
RockOnAmerica.live. We're bringing rock and roll to America and beyond. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.
In the world of heavy metal, few names resonate as loudly as Brann Dailor. Born on the 19th of March, 1975 in Rochester, New York, this American musician has left an indelible mark on the genre. Known for his dynamic drumming and distinctive vocals, Dailor is 1/3 of the powerhouse that is Mastodon. Today we're privileged to join Mark Lewis and R.O.A. for an intimate dialogue with this music maestro. From his early influences to the intricacies of his craft, Dailor unpacks a journey filled with rhythm and rebellion. Dailor's candid conversation offers a rare glimpse into the world of heavy metal, providing both fans and newcomers with a captivating narrative of sound and fury. We delve deep into the pulsating heart of Mastodon, gaining unique insights into the band's creative process and their meteoric rise to fame. So, tune in and immerse yourself in the compelling story of Brann Dailor, a true titan in the realm of heavy metal.
Hi, this is Mark with R.O.A.M today. I'm interviewing Brann Dailor from Mastodon, the drummer, and they have a new package coming out called Mastodon Live at the R.O.A.M Ballroom. I mean, it's an amazing band. This is one of the best DVDs I've ever seen. It's very well shot. It's one of the best live CDs I've ever heard. I mean, the song quality, everything is just what you want. It's like being there live. And it's just really, I mean, you guys everybody involved in this, from you guys to the production company, just did a great job, and Warner did a great job with this too. So, I mean, congratulations on this coming out.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, you are welcome. Oh, you don't have to call me sir. You can call me Mark.
Okay, Mark.
Anyways, real quick for newer Mastodon fans that don't know, if we can go through this just really quickly, how did you decide upon the name Mastodon? And just for everybody, when you moved from upstate New York to Atlanta, tell everybody really quickly how the band formed.
Let's see. The name Mastodon came about, I think, we were just kind of in the practice stage. We didn't really have any other contenders. Everything kind of happened really fast when Bill and myself got to Atlanta from Rochester in January of 2000. Bill has a tattoo on his right shoulder, I believe, it's kind of a phantom skull, the same thing that's on Boba Fett's armor, you know?
Right.
And because he's a big Star Wars nerd. And I think Brent was looking at his, he's like, what is that animal on your, what is that skull, you know, is that not the woolly mammoth, but what's the other one called, you know? And Bill was like, I think it's a Mastodon, you know? And I think as soon as we all heard it, we were like, yeah, Mastodon, that sounds cool. So that was pretty much it. We didn't even have like we didn't have a big list of names that we had to go through or anything, so it all kind of fell into place pretty quick, you know. I think we would always be jamming together for a couple weeks and we had a name for the band, and it was one word. At the time, there was a lot of bands coming out that had, you know, it was like a run-on sentence was the name of the band, you know, so we wanted to kind of have this one word that was, you know, we all got the name and it stuck, obviously.
Yeah, there was even a Christian band with Mastodon with a different spelling. When I heard you guys, I'm like, oh, they got a new album. I'm like, oh, wait a second, this is something even better.
We'd never heard of that, of that band until, you know, I don't know, it was maybe a couple months after we had named the band and had been doing stuff, and someone enlightened us about the existence of that band. And actually just met one of the guys from that band at NAMM, at the NAMM convention in Anaheim just a couple months ago. He came up and introduced himself, and we're like, oh man, it's so cool. Because I have that record. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I have it too. It's when it came out, it had big Mastodon on it, and I'm going. And so that must have been kind of an interesting experience. Guy from Mastodon meets the guy from Mastodon.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about this. You guys did the DVD. Now, I don't know if you know about the history on the R.O.A.M Ballroom. there's a couple things to it. One's personally connected to me, and there's another one that's more historic. There was a big band leader by the name of Eddie Howard that used to broadcast out of there back in the 40s and that, and he used to be live from Aragon Ballroom, Eddie Howard. And then I saw Celtic Frost, Exodus, and Anthrax play the place. So I've been in there, and it's a really good venue to play in.
It's beautiful, you know. We've been there before. We opened up for Slayer there, and we've done a few shows there, and it just was, it was the perfect place at the perfect time, and it's such an amazing historical building, you know. Those kind of theaters, there's only a few of them left around the country, and when you get the opportunity to play there, it's always like a cool thing.
Brann, Brann, here's the first question for you about this. I'm figuring you guys probably were filming at other concert stops along the way. What made you guys decide to use that show in particular for the DVD?
No, we only filmed that show.
Okay.
That was it. So we only had the budget to kind of pick one place. So there was a lot of pressure on that gig to be totally awesome. You know.
Would you? Go ahead.
I think it was totally awesome, you know what I mean? It was a great show, and I think that we all performed to the best of our abilities. And, I think a lot of times you get bands do something to kind of cover their ass a little bit. They'll do a few shows and tape all three or all four, and then cherry pick the best moments from those shows. But this is pretty much what you see is what you get. You know, this is us on any given night. It's just another night during that tour, and if anything, that's how it was going. That's where we were at. You know, so.
Well, first of all, like I was saying when I introduced the whole interview, and I'm sure you've heard this. There are some live CDs, some live albums, if you will, because I'm 44, so I can use that word. But live albums where it's just it doesn't sound good, and there's some live DVDs where or if you go way back VHS, where it's just the quality's not really good, and then you have others where it's okay, and then you have some that are just, and of course I think with digital it's getting better too, but you have some that are just stunning. It's very, very interesting, and I think it's it shows how well this is done with whatever the budget was that you guys had for this. I mean, you don't have to go into the dollar figures and anything, but what you guys did, you pulled off something I think that goes in the monumental category, because it's very, very well shot. Not only is that, the camera angles are all good. The sound quality is par excellence, and not only that, the CD has the same sound quality. And a lot of times when you hear a live band, it's like, okay, they're not as good live as they are on the studio, and then you get some that are as good, and then you get the select few that are better. You guys are amazing live, and watching that, and I was listening to my car too. I was listening to the CD in the car first, and then watched the DVD. I want to talk about the live performance first, because there's also some special deals on this as well, on the DVD as well. Sound quality is just amazing. You guys sound great live, and it's like you're there. When you watch it, you feel like you're there, and when you listen to the car, you can hear it around you, and it just seems like you're there. I mean, it's just amazing, and you don't get that all the time.
That's great. That's good to hear. I mean, I think I really kind of sweated over it. We all did. Watching it and trying to just really want it to sound good. And we had very little. Not that we didn't have control, but we just, I don't know. Sometimes you just never know what's going to happen live. You could be spot on, or the vocals could totally suck, or they could be decent. And I think we pulled it off, and Mikkey Dee mixed it, and the people that worked on it with doing all the camera angles, they executed everything perfectly, without a test run or anything like that. It's all really kind of on the spot. We had 10 cameras going, so we really kind of, instead of just having a couple cameras and doing the 3 or 4 shows and having them do that, we just kind of dumped it all in and put everything, all our chips on that one performance, making sure that we had angles covered, you know what I mean, and just put all the 10 cameras up, and just everybody was super professional, and everything went off without a hitch, and we're just really grateful that it was able to come out that way, you know.
And also,
people worked hard.
Yeah, and you can tell there's a definite love affair going on between the band and the fans. I mean, just everybody, you can tell is having a good time, but everybody's kind of like one together, and there's this big love affair going on between the fans and the band, which is kind of nice to see too. So that's got to make you feel really good. It had to have been a very, very special night that you guys are playing there.
Yeah, absolutely. It was packed, you know. It was awesome. It was really good, and yeah, it had to be.
What did you think when you first saw this all put together? What was your reaction from it?
When I first saw the whole DVD all put together, and
yeah,
I don't know, it was really exciting. You know, I was excited. I don't get to see us live, you know, so it was really an opportunity to kind of sort of be there and see it, you know what I mean? I'm always playing, obviously, and in it, you know, and you see bits and pieces here and there, like I'll see somebody shot something, but it always sounds like crap, or, you know what I mean? It's just not worth watching to me, you know, if it's going to sound bad or if it's going to kind of be. So being able to see it like that and have it be, you know, shot so beautifully, and it's really cool to kind of like get to step out of your body and watch your own band, you know, go to one of the concerts. I really feel like it is a good representation of what we try to do every night, you know.
And on there's also the 58-minute film, Crack the Sky, the movie. I'm going to let you tell everybody about that, because that really, when you listen to the songs and you see the video behind you playing, it really kind of sets the stage for the entire concert. So I'm going to let you tell everybody what that's about.
Basically, we had our video director for the past maybe 3 or 4 videos that we've done, this guy named R.O.A.M out of LA. He went ahead and we filmed an entire, like a movie of visuals that go along with the whole storyline that is Crack the Sky. And that movie played behind us every night when we played Crack the Sky in its entirety. And after every show, I talked to fans and stuff, and they would always kind of bring up the fact that they'd love to own that somehow, you know, coupled with the record. And when it came time to put this DVD out, I was, you know, really like, hey, we really need to do that. That'll just kind of, you know, people weren't really totally interested in getting a live DVD, and, you know, put this other thing in there, and I think that would really help the ante a little bit for the DVD, you know, and give them a new experience for Crack the Sky, really. You know, we and we spent a lot of time on kind of crafting that story and making sure that the treatment and all, you know, and if we would be ashamed to just kind of use it and then just have it behind us play just for that tour and then never really use it again, you know. So I really it was important for us to have it kind of immortalized on a DVD, and so that people can own it and be able to kind of trip out and watch it with the record playing. And it really does, I think, rejuvenate the album, you know, and it gives you, because it links up perfectly all the throughout the whole story. It matches the lyrics, and I think it's a really kick-ass thing, you know.
Now that movie that you have with the film clips, that's from the old sound film Rasputin, correct?
No, all that stuff was shot. We shot that. It's all.
No, maybe there's just like old film clips in there though that go along with the Crack the Sky thing in the background.
Yeah, but that's it makes it look old. We shot all that stuff. It's not footage from an actual movie.
Okay.
That's all shot in LA, and yeah, we filmed all that stuff. There was a thing that we used early on, not the one we played at the Aragon, but we used early on. It was it was from the movie Ivan the Terrible.
Okay.
And we were using stuff from that, but we wouldn't have been able to put that on a DVD and sell it because it's, you know, all stuff kind of clips from old movies. So we wanted to make a new piece to go along with Crack the Sky and that fit the story more. And so R.O.A.M shot that, and so yeah, that's all original footage that we shop.
Yeah, he did an amazing job because it really looks like something from about 80 years ago.
Yeah, it totally does. He did an incredible job. It looks awesome.
And the one thing is, just before we start touching on based on the other things to promote that are going to go along with this, what is the one thing that you particular or the band as a whole would like everybody to know as this is getting ready to come out because it's being released on March 15th on Reprise Records?
The one thing I want everybody to know?
Yeah, about the DVD and the CD in particular.
I think we've pretty much, touched on everything that's, it's just a special, it was a special night being there in Chicago and doing that, but it's also just kind of I think it's a cool thing to have for fans of the band, and, it's one of the better sounding, live DVDs that I've heard, so we're super proud of it, and we did not go. We were unable to go we didn't go in the studio and doctor anything up. So that is us live on any given night, pretty much.
Okay, and this is going to be available on Amazon and on iTunes, but also if they order off of your website, which is MastodonRocks.com. Do you mind telling everybody about the guitar pick tin that's coming with this? And there's also a laminate that's going to be involved, and it's going to be there too. If they order off from you guys' website, it's going to be a couple little extra goodies in there.
Yeah, if they don't order off the website, for the super fans, or if you like collecting stuff like that, there's the possibility to collect guitar pick tin that comes with a bunch of embossed guitar picks with band logos and cool stuff like that, and there's a replica of the tour laminate that we all wore for that tour that comes with it. So that's pretty cool.
Do you mind touching briefly for a moment about the 7-inch vinyl single that's coming out on April 16th?
We got the opportunity to, we did. It was like last year while we were in the studio recording Crack the Sky. We usually like to do a cover when we're in the studio, and we did a ZZ Top cover for Warner Brothers was doing that, put out that covered album, and to celebrate their anniversary, and we just got paid by ZZ Top, and then Billy Gibbons found out about it, and he wanted to play guitar on it, so we said, sure, that works, and
that's awesome.
Play guitar on it, and now we're getting ready to release a split 7-inch with ZZ Top. I think that's pretty badass.
No, that's totally awesome. I mean, and the fact that he wanted to play with you guys on top of it, I mean, that's even more badass. That's just absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's cool. He's a living legend. So I mean, we're just, and his Piper, our guitar player, is like one of his favorite guitar players of all time. Mm-hmm. And probably the reason why one of the main reasons he wanted to be in a rock band was because of Billy Gibbons, So, full circle, one of those things, and it's just, life's pretty cool sometimes, and we're getting to put out a split 7-inch with ZZ Top, with our version of just got paid on one side, and their version of just got paid on the other side.
Just real quick, just for just a few seconds, what was that like being in the studio with him? I mean, that you guys had to just be about ball knock on, oh my God, he's here.
Yeah, I mean, he's a living legend, so what are you going to do? It was amazing. Words can't describe.
And here's the last question I have for you, and I don't know if you can talk about this. Earlier this year, you guys announced on your Facebook page, which I'm going to let you give here in just a second, but you guys are working on a new album, and can you mention anything like, is there a working title or anything? Is there a possible release date? Is there anything like that we can keep an eye out for?
We're kind of actively, we're working on it. I'm in the studio right now, in our practice space, in our new studio that we just built in our practice space. And we have too much stuff right now. We're trying to whittle through it and find out what the best stuff is, but it's exciting, the amount of good material that I feel like we have at the moment. We're way ahead of ourselves as far as all the stuff we have, and it's really coming down to right now everybody, the guitar players in the band teaching each other their songs. At this point it's a total mixed bag. You have a lot of, it sounds like in the early fall, but because I would think we'll be in the studio recording, tracking by mid-April, and then finish by mid-May, just in time for us to practice up to get out on the road.
Okay, I think
for the summer.
I think that's great because you guys have a real majesty, if that's okay for me to say, that there's something very majestic and a lot of beauty, if you will, to the music, whether it's heavy or it's more melodic, and there's some very, very introspective moments in the music too. It's just amazing what you guys are able to put together from crafting music. I mean, you guys do an amazing job with it.
Thanks. Yeah, man. Yeah, we love it. It's our favorite thing to do, especially this moment that we're in right now, writing music. It's like it's a great feeling when you get back to it, and you find out that you have a lot of ideas that are getting everybody excited. So it's really fun, and I just can't wait to unleash the new beast.
I know we got to wrap this up, so what I'm going to do is, when I'm done just doing the promotion, I'm going to let you help me with that, because I'm going to give a couple of the websites. I'm going to let you do the Facebook and all that, but I would like, if you don't mind, I want to give you the opportunity just to say anything you like to anybody out there when I'm done with this. But first of all, the CDs released, CD and DVD package are released on March 15th on Reprise Records. It's Mastodon Live at the Aragon Ballroom, but it's actually just Mastodon Live at the Aragon. And you can go to mastodonrocks.com and crackthesky, SKYE.com. And I'm going to let you, because I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. What is the Facebook, and is there a Twitter? And is
Facebook?
Yeah.
The Facebook, I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't have a Facebook page. I don't go to the Facebook thing. Kind of, I have a hard enough time replying to the million emails I get. I couldn't imagine if I had to deal with Facebook. But, the information's out there. I think there's links to the Facebook page via our webpage. So
okay, and everything will be
mastodonrocks.com for any and all new information.
Right, including the tour dates and when the album's released. And I'm going to let you take us out of here, and when you're done, just hang on the phone for 1 second, because I want to say thank you again. But first of all, I appreciate this. I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to do this, because I really appreciate it, because I know that putting the album together, that takes a lot out of your schedule. So go ahead and go ahead and take us out of here, man. Anything that you'd like to say to anybody? I've had guys tell their family they love them. I've had musicians tell bandmates hello. I've had them give prophetic words of wind to them. I've just had them say thank you to the band. There's no structure in here. There's no format. This is just your deal to say whatever you'd like.
Well, I don't know. I probably don't have anything too prophetic to say, but I just want to thank our fans and anybody that's listening that's been a Mastodon fan or a new or old Mastodon fan. Thank you so much for all your support, and you're the most badass fans in the world. Thanks for following us through all our crazy shenanigans and our because we're making it up as we go along, and thanks for sticking with us. So.
And
thank you.
I'm going to say thank you, and hang on 1 second. Interview over.